Hello guys, welcome to today's video and to my channel. Sophia Kiwi here with you. I'm your digital dating coach here to help you get a grip around modern dating. Today's topic is actually going to be 4 reasons why someone is avoiding a serious relationship. Yeah, because I think a lot of people are familiar with this topic and most of us feel a bit uncomfortable about it. So what is it that actually scares someone from being in a serious relationship? We are going to answer this question in a few minutes. But first, I want to thank all of you out there for supporting my channel, watching, subscribing, liking, commenting. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So let's dive into this. Everything is fine. You love each other, but your partner refuses to move in together, for example, or even worse, they aren't planning or don't seem all right with making your relationship official, even though you are starting to feel like it's definitely time because you have known each other for a while, and natural next step would be to make it official. So why does this happen? What makes people avoid serious relationships and a common future plans? We are going to talk about 4 common reasons why. Of course, there could be endless possibilities, but these are 4 quite common, in my opinion. The first one is obligation. So it's the fear that the relationship will change a lot as soon as you become official. It will deteriorate. Maybe they are thinking like that. The fear that you do what you do for each other right now, just because you like it, will become an obligation, in fact. In many ways, these fears are created by the social background and the media that talks about unsuccessful relationships and conflicts. Divorces have become the norm today. And even those people who haven't yet tried to build a relationship aren't really that eager to build a serious relationship or to take that next step and get married to someone. However, as soon as this turns into a social demand, for some people, this becomes immediately an internal protest. Maybe the person you are dating has had negative experiences in the past with this. Maybe they were already married once, or maybe their parents' relationship wasn't successful at all, and they are not really ready to take this next step with you for that reason. In this case, it helps to get closer to each other gradually, and don't stress it if you know for a fact that okay, their parents' relationship was really bad, or that's why they think that they don't really believe in marriage, or you know for a fact that this person was actually married once already or twice, who knows. That's another story. So now the second reason for why someone is avoiding a serious relationship is staying faithful. When a person agrees to enter what we call in modern society a serious relationship, they are expected to be faithful by default. Maybe the person you are dating isn't ready to make such promises and they don't want to lie or cheat. The situation often changes after people gain sufficient sexual experience and have a few flings. They might actually realize also that they need this kind of intimacy and that it can only be achieved with one person, that they might realize this years later. There are also those, of course, who will never really be ready for a serious relationship. So also frequent changes of a partner, a person that is flying from one flower to another, could indicate that this person is actually a sex addict, in fact, which will mask other deeper problems this person has. This is not so much a physiological need as a psychological one. A person like that behaves like this, that is a sex addict, uses sex to strengthen their self-esteem, tries to displace the feeling of loneliness and the feeling of being lost. However, this turns out to be only a sublimation of real warmth and intimacy. Fear and distrust of other people doesn't actually allow this kind of person to remain with only one partner. And that's why they are going from one person to another and back to the first person again. The third reason for why someone is avoiding a serious relationship is FOMO, short for fear of missing out. It's quite common for people to have the feeling that they could possibly meet someone better, someone that will be more suitable for them. They are looking for that one true soulmate. Elsewhere, the grass is always greener, according to them. And this is very true, especially if the person in question, the person you are seeing, has a dating profile or has had a dating profile, because many of us have had that experience or are currently on a dating app, dating site. We are presented daily with an endless amount of alternatives, and every day we get new and new. We see new faces and we think, wow, that person is no way. Oh, no way. He's hot, or wow, she's a bombshell. And it just goes on and on and on. This is also the way some people see relationships. Like, well, the grass is really greener on that side. Why should I settle for this person? This is also partly due to delayed life syndrome, something we can call like that. When a person lives with the feeling that they are still preparing for another real and more eventful life to begin, they are waiting for life to start, basically. That one life they are dreaming of, it hasn't started yet. It will start in a week, in a year. Well, under various pretexts, they postpone other areas of their possible implementation, and oftentimes they don't even realize what is actually happening. And in the end, this is bound to lead to internal conflict and deep frustration, because the life is actually here right now, today, as we speak. In fact, this is our life. There's no reason to wait for it to begin, because it has already started and it's happening right now. So the fourth and last reason for why a person is avoiding a serious relationship is concessions and compromises. Let's face it, if you are in a relationship with someone, time doesn't only belong to you anymore. No matter how understanding and independent your partner is, they will still expect that you spend a certain amount of time together. Maybe the person you are seeing doesn't want to report to anyone that they are doing and with whom they are, because couples usually know about each other's plans and whereabouts. Now that we have discussed the reasons for why a person is avoiding a serious relationship, what should you do? What do you do? You might be thinking, well, we are so close. Can we move in together? Or you think that we've had several successful dates. Why aren't they deleting their dating profile? Like, why is it still up? Well, the worst thing we can do sometimes, we are so afraid of losing a situationship that we do the worst possible thing. And that is to agree with the existing state of things. Deep down, you're probably still going to hope that this person will change their mind someday. When the waiting period doesn't seem to end, the psyche uses one of its strongest defenses, rationalization. Exactly. Which means you will try to convince yourself, and you will convince yourself, that you don't need a serious relationship either. You will be thinking, well, yeah, I wanted a serious relationship, but now that I think about it, well, it's better to have an open relationship, or it's better to wait a few years. Like, yeah, it's not important. Really, the important thing is that we love each other. No one needs to know about us, even if you have known each other for quite some time and you know all about their family, like you know a lot of details, you've had deep talks, and yet you are not official. Ugh. That is could be your feelings right now, and I understand you fully. That is so frustrating, and this internal conflict sooner or later will turn into a crisis. I can promise that. And sometimes the person begins to imitate involvement. This is very true for narcissists. They pretend that they are ready for the obligations because they often reel in their partner, build up the illusion of a close and trusting relationship, and then unexpectedly push you away. This emotional swing becomes the basis of the relationship, and you might get the false feeling that you are being loved by this person, but they are experiencing temporary difficulties and you just need to survive this. That could be actually their main explanation for why you can't have a serious relationship like now. Like, it's not the right moment, or no, I have some difficulties at work, I have such a stressful period. Yeah, what has that to do with the relationship? You could still go through that stressful period being in a relationship with someone you love or you claim to love, right? But you are choosing to leave it at that, like leave it undefined, basically. However, this non-serious relationship is only going to be a replacement for human intimacy, and the sooner you manage to find the strength to admit this, the more chances you have to meet a person with whom you have the same inner values and life plans. Guys, my final thoughts are that I encourage you to not wait for someone. Now, this is also very special from case to case, of course, from relationship to relationship. But as a rule, if someone tells you that I'm not ready for a serious relationship, or you have brought up the talk multiple times, like I don't mean every day, but with, for example, a few months between, so you talked about making the relationship official, and 3 months later you bring up the topic again because, well, it starts to get uncomfortable for you and nothing is changing. That is a bad sign. That is a sign that you should walk away, because this is actually the kind of situation where someone tells you, I'm not ready for a relationship, and they are actually not ready for a relationship with you. They could break up with you, or you could break up with them, and 2 months later they are official with someone else, or 5 months later they are engaged to someone else. So guys, don't wait out for someone that is making you feel insecure and unsure about your relationship and the status of it. That was it for today. I hope you will find this video helpful and interesting. Give this a thumbs up if you like it, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel to get more interesting videos. Thank you for watching. Bye.